I just spent 2 whole minutes trying to figure out how to go live from here. We don't talk about that. Well, now I gotta wait though for people to join. It has 84 views. Can people join my stream, please? There are no viewers. This is not very nice. Please. Ow, my eye. Mm-hmm. My little soda pop. You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink of. I feel like she's kind of scary. Navy is so terrifying looking. I'm sorry, like just how like she stares into your soul. Like, Connor, baby, do better. I'm kidding. He can do whatever he wants. Wonder if you even notice me. My gosh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, hi. I don't know if I should start yet. I feel like if I start talking, no one's gonna see that I started talking. So what's the point of talking? If that makes sense. I don't know if I should start. Maybe I'll like backstory this. So basically, I was in private school from 9th grade to 10th grade, a very short time. There was drama with friends and stuff who I am no longer friends with. And I moved back into LAUSD, the district. And it's been 3 minutes. So I moved back into the district. I'm not going to say what school because that's weird. So today was my official first day back in LAUSD. And I was like, kind of freaking out a little bit, to be honest. Because I didn't know anyone. Well, I mean, I knew a few people, but like my brother and my family friend don't count, I guess, because I know them by default. So I don't know anyone new. And so I went with the expectation that it was going to be weird and not what I expect, you know? And oops, I just pressed my own stream. Oh my god, why does my thumbnail look like that? So, my classes, I'm in my junior year. My classes are actually very easy this year. So I was really surprised. Okay, well, I say easy and then I get like I get hit with like AP Spanish and honors literature and algebra 2. Honestly though, like my teacher for algebra 2 is like the sweetest person alive. Like he like right off the bat, like meeting him, like he was so nice and funny, and like he was like, "Oh, this is the best class you can get for 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 math this year. Like if you had anyone else, it would kind of suck. So like you won the lottery. Good job." So I was like, bet, like hopefully they don't move my classes around. And okay, so my first period, well, we have homeroom. I think our schedule is a little weird just because like we start at 8:30 like any other public school does. We start at 8:30 and then we have homeroom for 17 minutes. So homeroom for 17 minutes, we end at 8:47. And there was only like a little bit of people in my homeroom and everyone was on their phone. And so I was like, oh, this is different. Hi.
What you doing?
Streaming.
What do you mean?
On YouTube.
Live streaming?
Anyway, everyone was on their phones. Everyone was on their phones in homeroom. And I was like, oh, this is pretty lax because I don't really the last time I was in the district was like 7th grade. So I don't really know much about how public schools are working now because it's been so long. My yearbook picture from 7th grade is still in the system. And it looks absolutely atrocious. I want to pick up that picture and throw it in a fireplace and watch all the little ashes rise because I hate that picture so much. And one of my teachers had the audacity to show it to the class. And I was like, no. So yeah, and then we had homeroom and I spent maybe 5-10 minutes just looking for my homeroom class because it's such a big school. My old school is it's a private, so it was hella small, and there were only 700 students, and it was a middle and high school. So you can imagine how small that is and how easy it is to get around. So I'm walking around with my brother. I'm walking around with my brother and we're trying to find our classroom because we have classes, some classes in the same building. So, what's it called? It's, so we were just walking around in the same building together and we were we felt like we were walking in circles. It was really funny. And then we ended up finding our classrooms and stuff. So we split ways or whatever. And then homeroom was quiet. There was nothing going on in homeroom. And then my first period was honors American literature. Oh my God. So I went there. My teacher was so ratchet, but she was funny. She was a Hispanic lady, bilingual. And I just had to sit with random people in a seating chart. So I was okay, cool. And I had to sit next to this guy. I do cross country, by the way, and I didn't know that this guy was on cross country, and I just didn't look at him the whole time, and I was just looking at the teacher because he was on this side of me. It was so awkward because there was me and 2 other girls at that table, and then just him next to me, and I was this poor guy has to survive just sitting at a table with 3 girls that he doesn't know. Everyone was so quiet. It was really funny. So then that class passes and stuff. It's your typical English class. I think in the beginning we just did those dear future me things that they give you back on the last day of school, and I was oh, that's cool, I guess. Those kind of don't appeal to me. like I've never really like been fond of those. I've been like, this is kind of, but and then second period was algebra 2, and I had to like run all the way to the other side of the school because like the map, it's such a big school. So I met my teacher. He was such a cool guy. Like if you don't have him, don't talk to me. Like he's so freaking awesome. He was funny, like right off the bat too. He gardens. He likes donuts. I like donuts. Small world. He what else? He was saying like this is the best math class you can get. Like algebra 2 is just hard for no reason, but like I think I'm fairly good at teaching it. And I was like, oh, bet, because like I hate math, and I was offered. They were like, would you want to take honors? And I was like, me? Like, do I want to take? No, no, I don't. Respectfully, thank you. Oh, what the hell? So we had him. He was cool. We just kind of today is a lot of like a get to know me thing. That's like my favorite part about like the first day of school, that it's like all of it's just like get to know me, and you get to like hear about other people and stuff, even if other people are kind of weird with you. So I just saw this other girl stream, and she's 31. That's crazy. I don't get how people get people to like, oh, because she has that many subscribers, that's why. I don't know what to do because nobody's joining the stream. I don't know how to like preview it on Shorts. I think anyone joins like actual streams. And just sneeze. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. It had so many already. What the hell? I'm baffled. Is there any point of still talking? Come on, guys. Come on now. I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I can study thinking about you. Chat. I want to know how I can. Let me see. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I feel like nobody looks at the posts either. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't have a microphone. I'm not all fancy. Anyway, after that class, I had third period, which was AP Spanish. Woo! See, originally I was going to take Spanish 3 because I took Spanish 2 last year, but they didn't have a Spanish 3 class for me to take. So they were like, do you want to take a science or do you want to do AP Spanish? And I was like, frick science, bro. I'm taking AP Spanish. And I thought it wasn't going to be like that hard. My teacher speaks Spanish throughout the entirety of the class. And I myself, a no sabo kid, was stunned beyond belief. I was just sitting there and I was like, oh, okay. So like we're failing. I got like 50% of it. Like I could tell some words she was saying and then I would put the sentence together in my head and I'd be like, okay, that's what she's putting down, you know? And she's my cross country coach too. So like low key, she's so nice. So I really have no problem with that class. I think I'll get it along the way. And then the test at the end hopefully shouldn't be that hard. We just did like one of those like bingo things, like where you have to walk around and ask someone like, do you have this, like in their personal life, and then they sign it, and then you know you're just yep. And then you do that, and then she's like the ones she calls out, like if she calls out like what you have and stuff, then you get like a little sticker, like just for fun. But she's like a really sweet lady. And then after that, those are like the 3 hardest classes I have. Those are like the only 3 productive classes I have. And then I have guitar. Yay. So it's just like a guitar class, like for beginners. Like I'd call myself a beginner. Like I have 2 guitars and I would try to practice playing them like every 2 months or like more even. And I suck. But I was like, you know what? I have 2 guitars. They have a guitar class here. I might as well learn how to play. So here we are. And plus most of my classes are like beginners anyway. So I'm like, oh, I have nothing to worry about. Yeah. So that's fun. And then we had lunch, no break in between those 4 classes. It's homeroom, first period, second period, third period, fourth period, and then lunch. Like I was starving out of my mind. Like your girl was sticks and bones, bro. So I went to eat and I hung out with my brother and a family friend and a family friend's brother, like a little brother. He's a freshman and then my brother's a sophomore and then I'm a junior. I don't care if it's social suicide, guys. I don't know anyone yet. So that was fun. And then I had 5th period, which was choir. I was going to do choir at my old school, and I auditioned and I was in Alto 1. And then, and then I moved. So then I didn't end up getting to do choir at my old school. So then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll do choir in my new school since they have it. And I was like, this shouldn't be that bad. And they have like, there's so many like freshmen in that class. And I was like, damn it. And there's like, they don't do any performances. And so I was like, oh, that's different. Like I thought they would do performances. But that like low-key wasn't like my favorite class of all time. And even the teachers knew, so I was like, oh cool, like we have a new teacher like to the district, like bestie. And he was one of those teachers that was like, he has like sarcastic humor. So he'll just be like smiling like this and he'll be like saying something like really dark and I'm like, oh, okay. It's okay. Like he was talking about like he was like, I have 7 nieces and nephews, like seven of them, and they were all in a picture like crowded around him. And then he was like, the best thing about having nieces and nephews is that you can just give them back to the parents when they're crying. And he's like, and that's why I have no children. And I was just like watching him. I was like, oh, yeah. Are you okay, bestie? Like, yeah. I found that funny. And so then I had my sixth period. And sixth period for people who do sports are like, it's just your sport. You go with your sport. And then if you don't, then you just have regular classes. Thank the freaking Lord, I don't have zero period. If I had zero period, I would because I'm not trying to get up earlier than I have to be. I got up at 6:45 today, and I was satisfied with that, but I was still tired. So I'm not trying to get up early. And the school was humongous, and it's under construction because our school is one of the first LAUSD schools, I think, to get remodeled, and they're modernizing the whole thing, and they have it on a video, and all the buildings are white, and there's glass everywhere, and it's cute. I was like, okay, little modern touch to it. I love how there's one person here. Hi, the one person that's here. That's so nice. I'm not damaged. Don't worry. So then I had that, and my sport is cross country, so I went to my sixth period, and I didn't know that I was supposed to bring clothes to change into for my sport. So so I just kind of sat there until school ended, which was nice. And then what's it called? And then I went to find my brother, and then I was like, oh, so what's going on? And then we just talked about our day or whatever, and it was cool. Oh, what the heck? Oh, wait, is that the wrong channel? Hold on. Oh, yay, I have 440. How cute. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Who is this? Edgar? Edgar, if you're 5 years old. I'm sorry. Anyway. Not cussing in chat. I love that. This is kind of dumb. It's not working out here. That's kind of all I had for y'all. It was fun and definitely a new experience. And I met some people, and people met me, and I talked to people and had awkward moments. Yay. That might be it since there's no one here. Yay. Love that for us. So yeah. Thank you to the one person that listened a little bit. Bye.